Good day, friends. Today I am going to present you the Phase 2 GK MMD questions Part 1 that covers auxiliary boiler questions, marine engineering terms questions, and freshwater generator questions. Later on, I will also be present you the Part 2, Part 3, which will cover the steering questions, pumps questions, Marpole equipment such as sewage treatment plant, oily water separator, ODMCS, and incinerator. Refrigeration questions, main engine related questions, turbines, hydraulic machineries, deck machineries. All these things will be. So let's start with the auxiliary boiler question. Write advantage and disadvantage of water tube boiler and smoke tube boiler. Distinguish between water tube and fire tube boiler. Sketch and describe water tube boiler used for running turbine of cargo pumps. These are the recent questions. State advantages of using superheated steam for turbines. Sketch a boiler which can be used in port as well as during sailing. Mention any 10 mountings fitted on the boiler and explain their. Okay, explain briefly why boiler water tests are necessary and which test carried out. Explain the procedure to fire the boiler from cold condition. Clearly explain why intermittent firing is adopted. Sketch any one type of boiler. This is one of the simple questions. Draw and label the water tube exhaust gas economizer fitted on the ships. Draw a line diagram of a complete feed water system for an auxiliary boiler, labeling all principal items and showing the direction of flow in all the lines. Explain how the feed supply to the boiler is regulated. State what means are provided to prevent oil contamination of the feed water. What is the purpose of boiler in engine room? Sketch and describe a water tube boiler. Discuss its advantages over a smoke tube boiler. Explain briefly with the aid of a sketch the blowing through procedure of boiler water. What are the advantages of water tube boiler? Sketch and describe water tube boiler used on board. These questions are repeated. Sketch and label a water tube boiler. What are the safeties provided on the same? Safeties, that is your alarms and trips. Explain why regular testing of water in auxiliary boiler is desirable. For each test normally carried out, state the regions for making the test, acceptable values for any particular type of auxiliary. Actions required when measured value differ appreciably from the desired value. Continuation of the previous question. Sketch a boiler water level gauge glass suitable for low pressure boiler. Only a sketch is required. Explain the procedure of blowing through of such a gauge glass. We have already seen. This is also repeating many times. Describing the boiler survey procedures. Sketch and describe an open feed water system used for the boiler. Sketch Cochrane boiler. So mostly the sketches are coming. You guys have to read. What is the importance of maintaining boiler water to certain standards? This is something related to the boiler water test. How poorly maintained water in boiler can damage the boiler. Describe any 4 boiler water tests carried out on board ship and indicate typical values for the same. State the procedure for raising steam in a boiler from cold. At what pressure boiler safety valves are set. Sketch an auxiliary boiler and label the mountings. Sketch a smoke tube boiler showing important mountings. All these are related to mountings. What is importance of carrying out boiler water treatment? Again, it's repeated. What chemicals are used to maintain quality of boiler water? Draw and explain water tube boiler. What are the effects of salts in the boiler feed water? What is the procedure for treatment of feed water? So basically all are related to the testing of boiler water, importance of boiler water testing, name of the chemicals used and the value. This is from the old question paper. The question is different, that's why I have put it over here. Sketch and describe a water tube auxiliary boiler. How circulation of water takes place in such boiler. List important mountings of boiler and stating their use. So here stating their use is the important one. Explain briefly why boiler water tests are necessary and which tests are carried out in sketch Cochrane boiler, and explain procedure to fire boiler from cold conditions. This is again the repetition of the questions. Now as we finished auxiliary boiler questions, so we will enter into marine engineering terms. So these are the terms which needs to be explained. Explain indicated power, shaft power, delivered power, hull efficiency. All these things are from question number 1, which generally the numericals are coming. Define the following: admiralty coefficient, fuel coefficient, pitch of the propeller, percentage appearance. That is also from question number 1 numericals. Write short note on the following: propeller dropped, rudder dropped. In continuation with this, define the following: efficiency of the machine, fuel coefficient, specific fuel consumption, percentage apparent slip, percentage real slip. Then another question: write short notes on critical speed of the engine, propeller drop, superheated steam, rudder arresters, hunting gear. Now we will discuss the freshwater generator. Sketch and describe a domestic freshwater generator used on board a ship. Enumerate various methods employed to make this water potable. Sketch and describe a domestic freshwater treatment plant as used on board ship. Okay. Why is water passed through the carbon filter? This is talking about the treatment of the water. Explain and describe the working of freshwater generator. Is this water fit for human consumption and boiler use? Comment. A sketch block diagram of the reverse osmosis plant for generation of fresh water. Describe various methods employed to make safe for drinking. Continuation. Explain with block diagram how waste heat from main engine is used to produce fresh water on board ship. This is a waste heat recovery system. Describe some methods of making this water potable for drinking. Draw outline a domestic freshwater generator. Simple question. Enumerate various methods employed to make this water potable. Make a line diagram of domestic freshwater purification system from evaporator to taps. So this is a simple line diagram, you have to draw this one. State the purpose of following in the system: neutralizer unit, hypochlorinator unit, sand bed filter unit, carbon filter bed unit. With block diagram, explain reverse osmosis system of freshwater generator on board. This is a repetition. With simple sketch, show the domestic freshwater treatment on board. This is also the repetition, but the wordings are different. Sketch and describe a working principle of freshwater generator. Simple. Explain how vacuum is created. Important part. Describe some water treatment method. Any water treatment method you know. What are the advantages of RO plant and low pressure distillation plant? What are the factors affecting the production of fresh water in each of above? So you have to explain the various factors like temperature, pressure, and the feed quantity of the water inlet. All these things needs to be explained. Draw an outline diagram of freshwater hydrophore system. Sketch and describe the reverse osmosis system for the production of drinking water on board the ships. State pre-treatment used with the RO equipment. The post-treatment means before RO and after RO. Sketch and describe a reverse osmosis plant for generation of fresh water. Describe various methods employed to make it safe for drinking. What is osmotic pressure? And explain why pressure osmosis applied in RO system is very high. Sketch and describe low pressure evaporator. So these are the mostly questions repeatedly coming in the freshwater generator sections. In this one, the auxiliary boiler questions. some marine engineering related terms, and the freshwater generator. Another questions like pumps, steering, refrigeration, marpole equipments, and other questions which are coming in the MMD exam for the GEK. I will be posting it soon. Thank you for watching my channel.